Good evening. Welcome to Highland Presbyterian Church. We are so excited to welcome Stephen DeStad and Justin Langham, otherwise known as Deux, Voix, two voices here to our Dorothy Rose concert stage. You are in for a very special treat tonight for sure. Before we get started, I want to just thank our patrons who make the DRS concerts possible, so we thank you so much. If you are interested in becoming a patron, we do have an insert in your program that you can learn more about how to become a patron. And we thank you so much, as we couldn't do this without your generosity. There is a free will offering tonight. Checks can be made out to Highland Presbyterian Church, and in the memo line you can put Dorothy Rose concert or DRS there. Also, there is a beautiful wooden drop box right outside the sanctuary doors that you can place a donation if you so choose. Also, please join us for the last two concerts of our series, which can be found also in your program. We have the Rosetta's Tones coming on Wednesday, May 10th. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, we finish out the season with the Highland Chancel Choir, which will be on Wednesday, June 7th at 7 o'clock. And now let us open with prayer. Please pray with me. God, we thank you for music and musicians who bring such joy to our lives. We thank you for music that is shared in this holy place. Bless the musicians and all of us here tonight as we celebrate your gift of music. Amen. Also, we want to welcome those of you who are joining online. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce Deux, Voix.
Good evening, and thank you so much. It's great to be here this evening here at the Highland Presbyterian Church here in Lancaster as part of the Dorothy Rose Smith concert series. We've been especially looking forward to this, especially after a couple of delays the last few years, and finally tonight is here. And we're so great to see all your faces and real people, and then the people on live stream as well. So during COVID, occasionally we didn't have anyone around, just did live streams. So it's really nice to be able to go out and do great music and share it with you. So we are Deux, which means two voices in French. And we formed back in 2014, almost 9 years ago. And we've been so fortunate to be able to do concerts around the world at places such as St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, the Citadel in Charleston, and the International Organ Festival in Bergen, Norway. We're so excited to be able to also just share a variety of music with you tonight, music that dates back from a few centuries ago up to the present time. And the music we just heard was all by Johann Sebastian Bach, who lived from 1685 to 1750, and he lived in Germany during all those years. He was one of the most celebrated and famous composers of all time. In fact, it's pretty traditional. Most organ concerts include at least one piece by J.S. Bach. He was one of the he influenced many composers throughout the centuries, including the set of pieces written by the composers of the pieces that you're about to hear next.
And hello from up here. I want to echo everything Stephen just said. Thank you so much for being here. The next two pieces are going to feature music by Latin American composers that were both inspired by J.S. Bach and the larger German Baroque period of the 1700s. They are 20th century composers. The first tune we're going to play for you is called Oblivion. It's originally by Astor Piazzolla, one of his most famous tunes. And if you know anything about Astor Piazzolla, you might know two things. One, you'll definitely know if you heard of him that he wrote tango music. Very, very popular. Nuevo tango, incorporating elements from the German Baroque. The second thing you might know about him is that he played an instrument called the bandoneon. Does anyone know what a bandoneon is? Like, what did he just say? It's actually like an accordion, but some different mechanisms, but essentially the same sound. And I'll explain that. And then the next piece we're going to play for you is right into that is Bachianas Brasileiras No. 5, the aria from that, by Brazilian art and music composer Heitor Villa-Lobos. And Villa-Lobos also borrowed and was influenced by J.S. Bach, but very distinct style from Astor Piazzolla. However, both, to channel a little bit of Astor Piazzolla's bandoneon playing, I'm going to play this instrument. It's called a melodica. It's basically a melody harmonica. And I started playing this. You'll notice it has a very similar sound to the accordion. And I started playing this actually about 2 years ago. I actually had an accident, which is why we couldn't come 2 years ago, because I had a tragic accident that caused me to have facial reconstruction surgery on this side of my face. And as a trumpet player, not ideal, but the show must go on, and so we we started talking about different ideas that we could do to not play the trumpets, if that wasn't in the cards for a while. So this was one of the things that we picked up, or that I picked up, and I think we thought it works really beautifully with the style of music. So we hope you enjoy these two Latin American tunes that were both inspired by G.S. Bach. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our next piece is also by Hector Villalobos. You might hear similarities in style. Part of one of our missions of Deux, one of our most favorite things about doing concerts together is to spread trumpet organ music and expand the realm of trumpet organ music. There's so many facets in both of these instruments that make it very interesting, and we're trying to expand that world. One of the ways we do that is by stealing other people's stuff. And so this next piece is not for trumpet and organ. It's actually for piano solo originally. Very obscure piece. I never heard of it until I sent it to Stephen. Hey, this will be fun. And so this is a set of 5 small pieces, short pieces, originally meant to be played as a piano solo by like a student, like a medium level student. Very fun if you want to look it up if you're a piano player at home. Each of them has very descriptive titles. You can see them in your program, I believe. And so the first 3 will be trumpet, organ. The fourth one would be an organ solo, and then we'll finish with something fun and lighthearted. So hope you enjoy this set of 5 pieces by Brazilian composer Hector Villalobos.
Thank
Thank you very much. We're going to continue that Latin spirit with the next piece, which is written by Mexican composer Ramon Noble, who was the most prominent organ Mexican composer of the 20th century. He wrote several pieces for the organ, or actually dozens of pieces. They're based on nationalistic themes, dances, and rhythms. And there's one fun fact about him is that he was not only a concert organist, but he was also a concert guitarist. And when he performed concerts in the United States and Europe, he frequently played both instruments in the same concerts, even in places that some of the prominent places in Paris. So, Toccatina is the same thing as a toccata, except perhaps a little shorter in length, and it still has lots of fast notes. In this piece, there's a lot of fast notes on the right hand, and they're strumming like guitar chords on the left hand, so some of these pieces are influenced by the guitar as well. So I hope you enjoy the Latin rhythmical spirit of this piece.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the clap. Thank you very much. And now for something completely different. When we first started, when Stephen and I first started playing concerts together in 2014, we started like most people do, with a lot of stuff we thought we should do, but then we kind of started finding out what we would like to do, and so a couple of years later we started playing, in addition to our organ and trumpet concerts, we also started playing some house concerts and some private events and things that are receptions, things that you would use this and not that. And so we decided, we quickly collected a lot of repertoire that we really enjoyed of jazz and pops, and then eventually we thought it would be fun to do those tunes in an organ setting as well, because most beautiful places like this have a piano and an organ. So we're going to do a few of those tunes for you tonight. The first one is a gorgeous love song that's basically the subject telling his love that basically all I can give you is everything you would ever want. So this is That's All.
I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter night. That's all, oh, that's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter night. That's all, oh, that's all. There are those, I am sure, who will tell you they could give you the world for a tour. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love time can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you adore for now and evermore. That's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. The next piece we're going to do for you is a little bit of a left turn, or depending on where you are on the map, whichever way Brazil is. For us, it's south, a long way. And we're going to go to the land of the bossa nova. If you know anything about bossa nova, it was a movement in the 50s and 60s of Brazilian pop music that's basically a samba rhythm in their popular music that it got exported to the United States. People like Frank Sinatra and other artists of that time would bring bossa nova artists to come perform for American audiences, and they wanted that too. And so in the 60s, I think it's 57, Frank Sinatra brought Antonio Carlos Jobim, arguably one of the greatest bossa nova players of all time and composers, and he invented the genre pretty much. Brought him to Carnegie Hall for a performance, and then subsequently recorded with Sinatra and Jobim in Los Angeles. And this song is a very traditional bossa nova. Not as many people really know about it, but I think it's beautiful. And the lyrics, they'll do it in English, not Portuguese, for your sake. And this is, if you listen to the words, it almost sounds like it's about a woman, but it was actually written about a river. It's about the Genji River in Brazil. So I hope you enjoy Genji.
Sky, so vast is the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. Where do they go? Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Wind that speaks to the leaves, telling stories that no one believes. Stories of love belong to you and to me. Oh, if I only had words, I would say all the beautiful things that I see when you're with me. Oh, my Genji. Oh, Genji. Like a song in the wind, in the trees, that's how my heart is singing, Genji. Happy Genji, when you're with me. I love you more each day, yes I do, yes I do. I want you go away if you take me with you. Don't you know, Genji, I'd be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Genji. Genji, I'd be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Genji. Oh, my Genji.
Thank you so much. For the last tune of this set, we're going to go to one that's maybe familiar to you. For a moment, if the pastor's permission, if the pastor gives me permission, we will turn the sanctuary into a bar at 2 a.m. Hear me out. I'll be the disgruntled person running down on his luck, and you will be the patient and accommodating bartender. This song was actually the last thing that ever was sung on stage of the Johnny Carson show in 1992, sung by Bette Midler. This is One for My Baby. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friends, to the end of a brief episode. So make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. I've got that routine. Put another nickel in the machine. Feeling so bad, won't you make the music easy and sad? I could tell you a lot, but you got to be true to your code. So make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. Oh, you never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I've got a lot of things I like to say. And when I'm gloomy, oh buddy, won't you listen to me until it's all talked away? Well, that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. But thanks for the cheer. I hope you wouldn't mind my bending your ear. But this torch that I found, it's just got to be drowned, or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. That long, that road is so long, that long road. Thank you so much. turn once again, something completely different. I'm going to throw a little bit of animal fun at you this evening. We have 3 short pieces that are all themed by different animals. The first 2 are from romantic French composer Camille Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals. The first being the swan, where Stephen will play the role of rippling the calm water, and I will play the role of the beautiful swan, swimming and trying to swim over the water. The next piece will be called the elephant, and it's 3 elephants you'll hear. It's just Stephen, and it will be a baby elephant, small baby elephant, followed by a mama elephant, and then the big, boisterous, probably hungry papa elephant. The next piece after that is a very cute short piece called The Squirrel, which is actually originally written for organ solo by Powell Weaver, who's a composer of organ music in the 1920s. So this piece is actually almost 100 years old, and it's not published anymore. And it's originally for organ solo, but we've adapted it for trumpet and organ. So hope you enjoy these 3 short pieces from the animal kingdom.
find that squirrel yet. So we're going to go to Norway now. So this next piece was composed and performed by the Norwegian composer at the 2008 Nobel Peace Prize ceremony in Oslo. So you can actually find it on YouTube, that performance of him playing it. It has thousands of fast chords in rhythmical fashion, and then a couple minutes later into the piece, you hear the melody in the pedal with my feet, and it's based on 18th century German chorale hymn, which is actually found in the Presbyterian hymnal on page 460, if you'd like to take a look. Holy God, we praise thy name. And I'm going to play the tune of the piece of that hymn on 460 by itself on the principal stop before I play the actual piece. So, we're going to transport ourselves to Oslo for the next few minutes on this very cool piece based on a tune from the 18th century. So before we play our last piece, we'd like to thank the staff of Highland Presbyterian Church, the music committee, this music concert series committee that puts this whole series together all these years, and for all of you patrons and everyone else who helps support this, and for each one of you for coming out this evening. It's been, we would love to stay connected with you. You can do that by going to our website, DeuxVaughtMusic.com. You can subscribe to our email. You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, and we have a YouTube channel with lots of videos from various places around the world. And also, we have merchandise available as you leave. We have should have had a shirt up here. These soft, comfy T-shirts in 3 different colors, up to 2XL. They're ready for lounging around at home in the evening or out and about during the daytime when it gets a little warmer than today. And we have 2 CDs available, Voix from a new organ up in Seattle, Washington, and then Ages Past and Present that was recorded in 4 different organs in Houston. Has pieces on there such as Thaxton, Gabriel's oboe, Lord of the Dance, and some other cool things. Voix has the piece that the piece that I just played, the organ solo, as well as some other neat things. So another way to help support us is your tax-deductible gift through the Deux Foundation. You can do that via our website. That helps support our mission of expanding repertoire for the organ and trumpet. We have a composition competition going on right now. Then educational concerts for children, youth, and adults, as well as sharing a passion of performing concerts. And anything else? Is that it? Okay. So you may have seen the socks I'm about to wear, but they're appropriate for the next piece. They have lots of bees on them. So we're gonna do lots of buzzing around on this piece. So it's an arrangement that Justin made for organ and trumpet, and no one else does it like has this available. So we hope you enjoy this one-of-a-kind arrangement of Flight of the Bumblebee.
But it is for sale.
You hear the bees already?
We do have one more if you would like.